the white part is my main or my original pattern. So now I'm going to be adding my button extension to this. My button extension is 1 inch. Let me add 1 inch. So 1 inch. I'll add 1 inch. I'll add 1 inch here as well. Then add 1 inch here. Okay. I have connected the point. I hope you can see. So from the center front, this is my center front, outward is 1 inch, and to this point to 1 inch like that, and I rolled it with a straight line. Okay, the next thing to do is to come to the neck point, this point here, and measure 5/8 of an inch inward. Okay, 5/8 of an inch. Okay, so after measuring 5/8 now, from this point, just try to blend the neckline curve to hit this new point. Okay. So can you see now? You can use your free hand though, if you can't use a curve. Just blend it like that. Okay, can you see it? So this is what I have. Right now, the next for me is to extend the line. Okay, I will extend the line upward from this point, upward like that. You pick your ruler and place it at this point. Then you follow the slanted line. You know, after blending the rest of the neckline curve, you are going to just place it like this and follow this line up. You measure your neckline curve, the back neckline. Okay, you measure from, don't forget, this is not part of your measurement, this is a zipper allowance. So all you are going to do is to place your tape measure and measure to this point, just the neckline curve. So just place the measurement here from this point upward. So this is the measurement. So after this, the next thing you are going to do is to place your set square. You know, I said it in my last video that set square is the best. So you are going to just place your set square parallel to this line and come out, just out of this particular point by 3/4 of an inch. Okay, you can try half an inch if it's going to work. You can try the 2. So just bring this outward this way. Oh, let me put it this way. I think it's better this way. Okay, so on this line now, you're going to measure 3/4 from here outward. 3/4 inch. Okay, so this 3/4 now, this point, you are going to connect it to this point. So instead of using a stretch ruler, you can use the curved side. Not too curvy though. Don't make it too curvy, please. Alright, so you're going to make it like this. Okay, now that you have drawn this, the width of the collar, the one that is going to be at the back, you are going to measure just decide the width you want to use, measurement you want to use. So I'll be using 2 3/4 for mine. So you can make yours 2 1/2 or maybe 2 1/4. So but I'm going to make mine 2 3/4. You know, my measurement is going to be from here this way, from here like this. Okay, so just position it this way. Let this side be parallel to this line. Okay, it's easy for me to use this because there are vertical lines and horizontal lines on this pattern tool that I'm using. Okay, so I can just pick one line and make sure it's parallel to the line on the paper. Okay, so that's how I'm using mine. So I'm going to measure 2 3/4 from this point like that. So mine is going to be on this side. Okay. So from here, okay, from this point to this point, I said is 2 3/4. So I'll just measure 2 3/4 from here outward. Okay. So to get the fold line, you're going to just this line, you bring it down. Now for this part, I'll just pick a point here. You can pick any point, maybe somewhere here, then connect it to this point. Now I'll come here, then I'll measure like 1/2 inch here, 1/2 inch here. So I'll connect. Then we connect to this point. So then this point I'm going to connect. You can see I use my free hand. Okay, I use free hand. You can use your curve. You're very free to use either your free hand or the curve ruler, whichever one you wish to use. Then don't forget this side is going to be a bit curvy. I'm not trying to make bustier, but at least you can contour a little. You know, I told you that pattern making is not one-sided. So this is what I have. So let me just make this line more visible for you guys to see. From this point to this point is going to be 1 inch. Okay, so when you are curving this, the bust points to the curve, to the princess line curve, to the armhole, you are going to consider the 1 inch that you came down by here. So this is 1 inch from the nipple point up, from the nipple point up, 1 inch. Okay, so now you are going to just position your curve. Make sure it's a bit straight or curvy. You're curving this side, making sure that the curve pass through the nipple point. So you can see I've completely closed the dart, and I can add a paper here just to close this opening, then blend this part properly. This is what I have. So now I'm going to just cut out this part as well. I don't need this side anymore. You can see this place is not that in, and the reason is because it is not a complete bustier pattern. I just wanted to contour a little. Okay, so now I can cut this out. So this is what I have. So please, I forgot to show you that from here to here you are going to, you remember I measured 5/8 of an inch from the neck point of the front. Okay, you remember this is it from here to here. So please remember that you need to do the same thing here as well. So it is after measuring it that you can now, after indicating the point on the shoulder line here, that you can now get the total measurement of the neckline curve of the back. I hope you understand. So it is the measurement you get in total here that you will use to extend this particular line. Okay, don't forget, please, I'm begging you. It's easy to make mistake, at least, and easily discover. That's why pattern is good, because if you do it directly on the fabric and you make this mistake, wow, it's going to be very tough. Changing it might not be easy because you have done it already, so there's nothing you can do about it. So please, you have to be very, very careful. So now that I've measured 5/8 of an inch, I can now blend it just the same way I did on the front. So this is what I have. Now I can take the total measurement and use it to extend this line. Please be careful not to make this mistake. Ensure you do everything. Whatever you do here, you measure 5/8 of an inch, you take the 5/8 of an inch here as well, then you take the total measurement before you can now extend the one on the line on the front. Please, this is very important. So once I'm done cutting all the fabric pieces, I'm going to show you before proceeding to the joining aspect. Okay.